There we go. Cool, thank you. Okay, good morning, everyone. Hope you're all on Saturday morning. You can just come sort of run while we wait a few more minutes if you're already ready. You can come into a wide-legged child's pose. You can keep it active or passive, whatever feels good for you. And then we'll get started in about 2-3 minutes while we wait for the others. Hey guys, I'm just going to get started. If you've just jumped on, good morning and welcome. If you can come into a wide-legged child's pose or even a narrow, normal child's pose, whatever feels good for you. We're just working into the hips a bit again today. It's a nice slow flow, shift to bliss. We are in child's pose. You can keep it passive, keeping the arms relaxed down. Otherwise, if you want it active, you keep the arms nice and strong, hands drawing down into the ground. Just whatever feels right for you this morning. So the shifted bliss class, I want you to focus on moving slowly and feeling into the body. Take your time moving in and out the poses and enjoy them as much as you can. Find those sweet spots. But also at the same time, while you're exploring the body, the poses, really try to focus on surrender, softening into them. It'll be somewhere between a restorative class and a flow class. Starting to tap into your breath, deepening the breath. Really try to move with your breath today. And try and relax and let go of everything. Really shift into that state of bliss. Allow yourself to let go. If you're working with an intention or some sankalpa, state it now to yourself 3 times. Otherwise, if you need one for today, working with surrender, letting go, finding that state of bliss. Just repeating 3 times and wording it as if you really possess it. I am, I can, I have, I will. You can tap into your sankalpa or intention whenever you need it during the class. You don't only have to bring it up when I cue it. If you need it, keep repeating it to yourself. Seeing if you can relax a little bit deeper. Before we shift to this. If you're in a wide-legged child's pose, just slowly start to close the knees, and everyone else, start walking your hands up. Coming to sit in hero's pose for us now. Your eyes are still closed. You can just keep them closed. Otherwise, if you'd like to open it, that's also fine. Taking 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. And move to Kapalbhati breathing. Just to warm up the body, generate some heat. If you haven't done this breath before, it's a bit of a tricky challenge, but it's just quite a fun one. So what you need to make sure you're doing is as if you want to steam up a window with your breath. If you put your hand in front of you and pretend it's your glass and you blow that sort of sound, you want to generate that sound but with your mouth closed and on the inhale and exhale. Oh, never mind, I'm giving you the wrong breath, that's Ujjayi, it's normal. But if you are finding Kapalbhati too hard, you can use Ujjayi breath. But Kapalbhati, we're going to take a deep breath in. You can place your hand on your stomach and you're going to pulse with your stomach. So it's not going to be breathing in and out, but you do breathe as you pump. So you're trying to get about 30 pumps if you can. I'll just show you a couple and then we can move through them together. So you're going to inhale. And then you start to pump. So you can hear it's quite a soft, sharp breath, and you really want to pump that stomach. So just seeing what works for you this morning. If you'd like to just stick with the Ujjayi breath, that's also fine. And finding that ocean sound, the Darth Vader breath. Otherwise, give it a go and let's see if we can do the Ujjayi breath, the Kapalbhati breath. The hand on your belly if you'd like, otherwise you can keep your hands on your lap. Inhale through the nose, deep as you can, and as you exhale, start to pump. Inhale. And then when you need to exhale, just slowly letting it out. I'm going to move through one more of these. You don't need to go at my pace. If it's easier for you to stay with my breath, then you can. Otherwise, doing the best you can and seeing gradually you get the rhythm. Okay, inhale through the nose. And exhale, pump. Inhale. Hold for as long as you can until you need to exhale. And then slowly let it out. So to start off with, we usually work in like 3 sets of 30, but you want to try build it up and do 60, 90, so it's constantly working in rounds of 3. Can't remember the exact number that you want to get to, but yeah, keep working with it and it is lots of fun. Okay, so you should be feeling nice and warm and the body's got that like tingly vibration feeling in it. So just then extending your arms out. As long as you can, roll the fingers, wiggle them, roll the wrists. And then reaching, stretching those shoulders, keeping the ears away from the shoulders and the shoulders away from the ears. My arms are nice and straight. Inhale, bring the right hand down and up between the scapulae. The left hand coming up overhead. You want to find an interlace. You can't interlace, okay? You can just grab your clothing, or if you've got a prop with you, you can grab your prop. But you want to make sure you're keeping the back nice and straight. You're not collapsing the elbow or hyperextending too much. You want it nice and neutral. Stretching into the shoulders. One side might be easier than the other. This one's hard for me with my shoulder rotation, so I'm interlacing most days I can't. As long as you're feeling something, it's okay if you can't interlace. Slowly releasing the hands down, extending them out. Just turning the palms up and then facing down, up, and then down. One more, up and down. Stretching it out or reaching. Try and extend your arms as long as you can. Moving over to the other side, dropping that left hand down and around, step underneath. Trying to reach for the scapulae. And then the right hand above. Seeing if you can interlace. Keeping the back nice and straight, the tailbone tucked. Making sure the neck is long and you're not collapsing down into the neck. Releasing the hands nice and slowly. Getting them out. Just making your fist, thumb resting on the top. Just gonna pull the water. Just dropping the wrist. As if you've got jugs in your hand. And then bringing it back up. Pouring the water. And back up. Pouring the water. And back up. Two more. Down. And up. And down. And up. Bringing the hands down on either side of the hips. Drawing the shoulders up. Doing a couple shoulder rolls. Looking for about 3 to 5 forwards and backwards. Nice and slow. Whatever feels good for you this morning. And then changing direction. Walk the hands out when you're finished. Coming into tabletop. Moving through a couple cat-cow, so rooting the hands down into the ground. Knees underneath the hips. Look between the gap between your knees. You shouldn't see your feet. And inhale to rock the belly, lift the chest. Tailbone high to the sky. Exhale, round, moving slowly, using the full breath. Tucking the tailbone under. And then inhale, dropping back down to cow. And exhale, going back up to cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Coming to neutral. And move through a couple of tiger curls. Fire up the core this morning. Inhale, lifting the right arm and lifting the left leg. And flex into the foot, pointed, whatever feels good. And then inhale, slowly drawing the elbow in towards the knee, rounding, finding a cat shape. And then exhale, extending it out, making sure you're moving slowly. And we're looking for 5, so going at your own time. Inhale, crunch, using the full length of your breath. And then exhaling back out, keeping it nice and controlled. Find your balance. Keep holding that core stable, rounding up into the spine. And moving to the last one. Holding it up for a moment, stretching. Five, slow tiger curl. So left arm is up, right foot, right leg, flexor point, stretch it out. And then inhale, crunch it in. Again, using your own breath, your own time. Really finding that cat shape as you bring it in. And even pause as you're at the end when you extend. Sometimes it's quite nice. And then just remember, if you have your last one, just to hold, stretch, reach. Before placing back down. Take my socks off. Okay. Tucking the toes underneath. And you get ready to lift up into down dog, so you can drop your feet down towards your heels, making sure that hands are brushing into the ground, fingers spread nice and wide. And then slowly lift the knees, lifting up, keeping it nice and slow, coming up into down dog. And bend into the left leg and into the right leg. Slowly pedaling it out. I want you to keep your knees bent in these first 1 or 2 down dogs. Even if you can, straighten the legs. Just for a change, keep them bent. Finding stillness. And then slowly inhale, shifting forward into your plank. Tailbones tucked. Pushing up through the shoulders so you're not dumping down. Push up. And then just moving through a couple of micro shifts. So you're shifting backwards and forwards, keeping active. And then slowly lowering down, either through chaturanga or knees, chin, chest down to the floor. And then getting your belly on the floor, untucking the toes, walking the hands up in front of you. Seem to be sticking to my mat today. So you want to make sure your elbows and your shoulders are aligned. We're coming into Sphinx. So your hands are nice and stable on the ground. You're really rooting down into it. Your feet can be a little bit wider, finding what's comfortable for you. Release the glutes. Baby toes are drawing down to the ground. Inhale, pull the chest through the shoulders. You'll feel it maybe into the lower back as well. Keep the glutes relaxed. And then exhale, relax. Inhale, pull through. Feel as if you're pulling your hands back towards you, but you're not really moving. And then exhale, release. Inhale, pull. It's another way to wake up the core, warm it up. Moving nice and slow, and then release. Last one, inhale, pull the chest forward. And then exhale, release. Lowering all the way down. You can open the arms out. Place the hands underneath the head. Wriggle the hips from side to side. Otherwise, just finding this moment of stillness. Yeah. You have an option here. We're either going to come into forearm plank, so sort of keeping the shoulders and the elbows in the line. Otherwise, you can also keep your knees on the ground. Just depending where you are, what feels good for you. So like lifting up. If you're in your forearm plank, if you'd rather go up into down dog, that's also okay, because we're going to lift up one leg and stretch our Achilles up a little bit. But this forearm plank is quite intense. So lifting up the right leg, you're going to take your toe, your big toe and your second toe, place it over that Achilles of the left foot, and then straighten into the leg, stretching up. It should feel quite a beautiful stretch on the left leg. So we're working into the shoulders as well a bit now, and the core. That's quite tough. But hanging, you can do it. And then release the right foot down, swapping over, left leg lifts up, toes onto your Achilles, and then slowly straighten the left leg. This is about the hardest part of the class today. I hope. Releasing the foot down and pushing back up into down dog. So that Achilles stretch you can also do in down dog, whatever feels right. It's also a nice one to keep doing every now and then, stretching those Achilles out. Also deep fascial stretch. Look between the hands, coming high onto the tippy toes. Slowly walk the feet up towards the mat. Folding forward, Uttanasana. Bend the knees if you need to. Even if it just feels good, getting the chest onto the thighs, the hands onto the floor. The back is straight and the neck is long. Inhale, halfway lift, coming up onto those fingertips. Or you can keep your hands on your shins. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees a lot. Round up vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming to stand. Head is the last to lift up. Roll the shoulders. Closing the eyes. Just feeling into the body. And then open your eyes. Inhale, bend your knees. Sweep the hands along the floor. Lifting up. Utkatasana, chair pose. If you do chair pose with a wider stance, that's also fine. You want to make sure the tailbone is not out like mine. You're going to tuck it under, lift the chest up, hands are rooting up towards the ceiling, and the chest is up. Bring the hands together in prayer, interlacing all your fingers, index and thumb. Bring your hands in line with your ears, taking a big breath in, and then as you exhale, lowering down. You're almost in a half, you're in a half Utkatasana. With your hands drawing you forward, but your seat is pulling you back. You should be able to lift the toes. Release the hands to the floor, and then lift the bottom up, coming into your Uttanasana. Planting the hands onto the ground, step the foot back, whichever one you want first, coming in plank. You can move through vinyasa of your choice, meeting down dog. Otherwise, dropping the knees, chin chest, move nice and slow. Coming through baby cobra. Exhale down to the floor. Tucking the toes under. Using your core, drawing the feet back to your heels. And lifting up. Down dog. You keep your knees bent for a moment. We're not here for too long. We'll do some tiger curls in our down dog. Otherwise, slowly start to straighten. Drawing the heels down to the floor. Inhale, lifting the right leg high to the sky. Pointing the toes down to the ground, leveling off the hips. And we're going to inhale, bring the knee in towards the chest, rounding up. So you're still going to try and find this hat shape. And then exhale back up. Inhale, coming back in. Exhale, back up. Last one, inhale, nice and slow. Crunching in. And back up. Keeping that leg up for a moment. Looking between the hands. Step that right foot between the fingers, between the hands. Inhale, squeeze the hands, lifting up, high lunge. Feel as if you're drawing this left hip forward, right hip back in space. Back leg as straight as you can, otherwise having slight bend. Inhale, opening up, warrior two. Sinking into that warrior, keeping the arms nice and level. Your gaze is over your middle finger, your drishti. We're going to move through breath. Just finally, you're going to inhale, bring your hands up and straighten into the legs. So inhale, arms up, legs straighten. And then exhale back down to warrior two. With four more, inhale up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift you up. Exhale, open up. Inhale up. And exhale down. I've lost count. I'm worried about the bee in the house. My cat's watching it. Inhale up. And exhale down to warrior two. Holding a warrior. Tucking the tailbone under. Keeping the chest up. You want to look nice and strong. Straightening into the front leg. Inhale, reaching forward, until you eventually drop down into Trikonasana. And make it quite a gentle one if that's suitable for you. I'm going to open these doors. Sorry, guys. So standing in the Trikonasana for a moment. Okay, hopefully the cat doesn't chase the beast. Okay, so from the Trikonasana, one more hand down on either side of the foot, stepping back to plank, moving through vinyasa of your choice, otherwise knee, chin chest, and we'll meet you in down dog. Baby cobra, lowering all the way down, tucking the toes, feet back to heels, lifting up, down dog. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, and exhale to sigh out through the mouth, letting go. Inhale, lifting up the left leg. We've got those 3 nice lower tiger curls here. Inhale, crunching in. Exhale, release. Inhale, crunching in. Release. Keep making sure the toes are pointing down towards the floor. Last one. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale, release. Look between the hands. Step the left foot between them. Inhale, lifting the arms up. High lunge. Straightening that back leg, sliding the push pull with the hips. And then slowly opening up. Warrior 2. Sinking into the hips. Tucking the tailbone. You don't want to be bum out. Bum in, and then sink. Arms are nice and strong. We're moving through those 5. Slow. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, draws you up. Exhale, lower down. 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Holding for a moment. Sinking into the warrior. Gaze over the left middle finger. Inhale, reach forward, straighten the legs there, then reach forward, and then slowly dropping the hand, transitioning into your Trikonasana. So you really want to feel into Trikonasana. It shouldn't be an easy, relaxed pose. You feel like someone's drawing you up from the hip. You want to bring that bottom left rib cage up towards the sky. And it's as if someone's pulling that right arm up as well. And then slowly bending into the front leg, windmilling the hands back down to the floor. Stepping back to plank. And moving through a vinyasa of your choice. I'm going to move through chaturanga, so shifting forward to plank, lowering down to 90. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale, down dog. You can either stay in down dog or drop down into child's pose. Whichever one you find you get a good rest. Just here for 5 deep breaths. For those of you in child's pose, slowly start coming back to down dog. Looking between the hands, stepping the right foot, dropping the left foot about 45 degrees, walking the hands around towards the left hand side, bringing that right foot in, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, coming up onto the fingertips, and exhale, lowering all the way down. Placing the hands on the hips, coming up into halfway lift. You can interlace the hands, either palms touching, or if you'd like to, you can bring your hands and come up a bit more into reverse prayer, and then lowering back down. If reverse prayer is too much for you, you can see I struggle with it. My hands don't touch. You want your palms to touch. You can just grab opposite elbows. Keeping the back nice and long. The neck is relaxed, so you can just shake the neck out. Feeling as if you're melting down. The weight is into the toes, so you're not leaning back, rather leaning forward. The heels are light. Wiggle into the jaw. Might help you relax the hips a little more. Slowly releasing the hands down to the floor. If your forearms touch, you can rest your forearms on the floor for a moment. And then walking those hands back to the right hand side. Stepping back to plank. Lowering all the way down to the floor. As slow as you can. Coming back into that Sphinx pose. Bring the forearms down. Underneath, elbows underneath the shoulders. Pulling the chest through. Taking a few deep breaths, yeah. Okay, bringing the right arm towards the right hand towards the left arm. Rolling over onto the left hip. Taking, what's this one? The left leg, dropping it back behind you. Stretching into that shoulder. Opening up the hip. You can lift the arm up if it feels good. Or opening up. Taking a couple breaths here. Softening into. And then rolling back through center. And swapping the hands. The left arm is now in front of you. You're rolling over onto the left hip. And stepping the left leg behind you. Otherwise, you can even use your right hand as an anchor. And then coming back, rolling back down. Hands underneath the shoulders, tucking under the toes, lifting up to tabletop. Inhale, lifting that right arm up and thread the needle. Dropping down. Stay here, hand in front of your face, knees on the floor. Really stretching into those shoulders. Using the left hand as an anchor. And then pushing back through that left hand, lifting the right arm up. And then releasing it back down the floor. Moving over to the other side, left hand up. And then exhale, thread. You can try and really roll onto that shoulder. Inhale, pushing through the hand, drawing the left hand up towards the sky, and then placing it back down on the floor. Tucking the toes under, dropping the feet back to the heels, lifting up, down dog. Inhale, look between the hands, step the right foot behind the right hand and the left foot behind the left hand. You're doing a wide-legged Uttanasana. So dropping the head, the neck, keeping it relaxed, nod, shake. Bend the knees if you would like to. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Planting the hands on the floor. Step back to plank. And lower all the way down. Rolling over onto your back. Okay, we're going to move through either two bridges or one bridge, one wheel. But I'm only going to cue, no, actually, yeah, I'll cue the two bridges. Maybe, let's do two bridges and one wheel, and everyone can try it in the wheel. If you are obviously a sort of wheel going upside down, just stay in your bridge. So drawing those heels right up towards your feet. Making sure you can tickle the heels with your fingertips. Placing the hands on the floor. Tuck the tailbone under. And inhale, slowly start to peel off, lifting the lower back, middle back, upper back. Shimmy the shoulders underneath the chest, underneath the back, lifting up even more. Keep squeezing the knees together, but not actually touching them. It's as if you've got a block between them. The feet are reaching down to the ground. If you'd like to interlace your hands, you can. Release the glutes. Pushing down through the feet. And then as you exhale, release the hands and slowly lower down. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Sacrum on the floor. Hug the knees in quickly for a moment. Swing release. Placing the hands, the base of the knees, flexing into the feet. Keeping the entire spine on the ground. Releasing the feet back down. Our second bridge. So just checking that your feet are back in the right position. Tickle the heels. You should be able to see the outside of your feet as you look over the thighs. And then inhale, lifting up, peeling the spine off the ground. Lower back, middle back, At the back, shimmy the shoulders underneath, pushing up, reaching those feet down into the ground. Really using your feet to lift you up, not your glutes. Keep relaxing them as best you can. Puffing up the chest a little bit more. Releasing the hands and lowering down, upper back, middle back, lower back, full spine down. Can windscreen wipe for the legs or hug them in. Okay, moving into full wheel. For those of you who are fearful or aren't too comfortable of doing full wheel, rather just go into a bridge or stay where you are. So, going into bridge, wheel, you want to keep your feet where they are, taking the hands, fingertips pointing towards the shoulders, and really move slowly into your wheel. Don't rush it, don't push up quickly. You're going to push up with your hands and get the crown of your head onto the floor. So you're here first. Plug the shoulders back, keep drawing the elbows in, and then when you're ready, start to lift. Root the feet down into the ground. If you're pigeon toeing your feet, it's okay for today. It's a bit hard to correct if I can't see. And then to come out, chin to chest, slowly lower down, crown and head to the floor. And then lowering down through your bridge, upper back, lower back, middle back, lower back. Well done, everyone. That's full wheels and tough pose. Really hard one to do when you can't see what everyone's doing. So there's some beautiful adjustments with it to help you get up into it. Drawing the knees in towards the chest, hands to the base, feet are flexed, wind release. Inhale, draws the knees in. Exhale, release. Inhale, draws them in. Exhale, release. The last one, inhale, drawing the knees in. Exhale, release. Taking the right foot, over the left side. Bringing the right hand through the gap. You lift the head, grabbing at the base of the knee on the left side. Left hand meets the right. And lowering back down. Reclined pigeon. Reverse pigeon. So you really want to use the arm, push the leg into the arm and the arm into the leg. You're really stretching into the hip, keeping the left foot flexed. You can keep the right foot flexed. Keep drawing the sacrum down to the ground. Releasing the hands. And then slowly lowering the right foot down to the left side. Arms come out into a T shape or cactusing into the arm. Gaze is over the left hand side. Really keep opening up the right side, opening up the right hip. Don't let the knee draw down or drop down. Keep pulling it back up. Keeping that controlled breath. And then inhale draws you up through center, using your core. Releasing the right foot. Just extending the legs up for a moment. And then dropping them back down. Moving over to the other side. Left foot over right thigh. Lifting the head, neck and shoulders. Left hand through the gap. Meeting the right hand on the right knee. And then lowering back down. Pushing the arm into the leg and the leg into the arm. Flex into the feet. See if you can soften and relax a little bit more. Keep drawing the sacrum down into the ground. And releasing the hands, keeping the feet where they are. And then slowly dropping that left foot down onto the right hand side. And cactusing into the arms. We're extending them. Your gaze is over the left hand side. Keep drawing that left hip, left knee up and open, like there's collapse down. One side might be a little bit more uncomfortable than the other side. Taking 3 more deep breaths here. And then as you inhale, coming back up to center, using the core, extending both legs up towards the sky. And drawing the knees in towards the armpits, keeping the feet flexed. Bring the hands through, grabbing the outside with baby toe edge, coming into happy baby. Rock from side to side. And then finding stillness. Keeping those feet flexed. Really feeling as if you're trying to draw those knees down into the ground. And at the same time, keeping the sit bone drawing down onto the floor. Slowly releasing the hands. Bringing the knees in towards the chest, squeezing yourself into a tiny ball. Lifting the head, neck and shoulders, grabbing opposite elbows. Drawing your face in towards your knees. Squeezing everything. Tightening up. And as you inhale, tense everything. Feel as if you're tensing from the toes all the way to the top of your head. All the muscles, all the cells, everything you can possibly tense in the body. Make a fist, pull a face, crunch it up, tension. And exhale. Releasing down to the floor. You can drop the knees over from side to side if you'd like to do last movement before settling down for Shavasana. And then coming into your pose of choice. Whatever feels good, whatever you need. Constructive rest, feet underneath, palms out to the side. Just about a Konasana. So opening up into butterfly legs, might be a bit intense in the lower back. Otherwise, just normal Shavasana. Extending the feet to the corners of your mat. Palms are up. Closing into the eyes. Letting go of that controlled breath. Just completely letting go. Shift to bliss. Allowing the body to integrate the practice and to reap the benefits of the asana. Lying as still as you can. If you need to fidget, take 5 breaths before moving. And if it goes away on its own, you save yourself a movement. Scanning through the body, just giving the muscles, the joints, the ligaments, everything permission to switch off and relax. Starting at the feet. In your own time, in your own mind. Just telling each area to relax. Working all the way up to the crown of your head. Once you finish scanning through the body, taking a moment, just absorbing the practice. Allowing your body to soften, melt heavily into the earth. Feeling that sense of grounded. That sense of stability and safety. Your entire body on the ground. Slowly begin to deepen the breath, bringing awareness back into the body. Bring this use the thumb across each finger. Your feet together. So, wiggling into the fingers, rolling the wrists and the ankles. Inhale, drawing the arms up. And then exhale, dropping them back down overhead. Inhale, lengthen from fingertips to toe tips. Stretching, reaching. And exhale, relaxing down to the floor. One more. Inhale, reach, stretch, lengthen up. And exhale, relax. Drawing the knees in towards the chest. If you'd like to rock from side to side, you can. Otherwise, rolling over onto the right hand side, coming into that fetal position. Right hand can be used as a cushion for your head. Keeping the eyes closed. Settling back. Bringing your attention back to your intention or your sankalpa. Stating it to yourself 3 times. And then slowly, using your left hand, still keeping your eyes closed, pushing up into a comfy seat. Keeping the spine long and placing the hands on the knees to feel grounded. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhale, side out. In through the nose. And exhale, side out. Last one, make it a good one. Really breathing in all the goodness and exhaling whatever is not needed or no longer serves you. Inhale through the nose. Sip in a little bit more. And a little bit more. And side out. Bringing the hands to heart center. Thank you for coming to practice this morning. It's an absolute pleasure guiding you. Hope you have a wonderful day and please feel like you're in some sort of blissful state. Have a wonderful weekend. Keep moving, keep active. The light in me sees the light in each one of you. Namaste. Thank you guys. Hope you have a wonderful weekend.